some of them ambers out of there. Y'all like that weld. That was my best weld. I'm gonna show y'all so that way y'all can tell me like, hey, it sucks, it ain't no good. And remember, I don't care what you say. I ain't a pro welder, and I don't claim to be. So everything I've kind of learned about welding, I figure out what works for me. What I work ain't gonna work for y'all. And what the pros tell you ain't gonna work. Everything's gonna depend. Your welder, your hands, your speed, your material, everything's gonna come into play when you figure out a good method for welding. And every time I weld, I don't weld the same way, like as far as like pushing or pulling. I always try to see which one lays a better bead when I'm doing it, and especially which one I can see better. Yep. I found the rhythm that I like in the style. Got one more here. Y'all hang tight. We'll get you out here. Y'all can check me out here. Yep, I ain't gonna let y'all see that. Right on. But I'll tell you exactly what I did. What I did when I had my hand there, I like to use my left hand obviously to prop up and walk it and drag it across whatever material I'm working on. So what I did there, my glove got hung and I had to push forward, and I missed a little spot when I was making my little C's. Yes, that is one of my rhythms right there. When I lay a weld bead, and most people are gonna tell you this is probably the easiest one, you lay your C and you either, get these out of the way. You can either start either way, however you wanna do. It's gonna depend on angles and everything that you're working with, whether you top, whether you gotta do a shitty angle like me, or whether you gotta do vertical beads. Either way, you make your C's whichever way. I like to try to walk away from my puddle that I'm laying my beads so I don't pile it up any longer, and it's got to. Now when I first started out welding, I couldn't get that shit down right, and it literally looked like I was making C's like this with all kind of gap. So what I did, I started just making circles. That way it would cover up my back filler there until I had a lot of time to play with it. That's good, it holds, but what it does, it bubbles out, and then it's a whole lot of extra grinding. So, as you're gonna see when I get up from my little talk right here, what I do when I make my little bead, the best way, when I was walking these beads, the way that worked the best, because I could literally lean right over top and see where I was going there. What I do, so if I'm welding right here, what I did here, because I wanted to kind of watch, I hold my gun at like a 45 angle that way. And it's all right, because I want to get it closer so I can burn it hotter in there. I'm about a 1/4 inch away when I make my beads. and sometimes I get a little bit closer if I want to sink that guy in there. So what you do, it fits in my hand. If we're walking this here, what I did, I make my backward C's. If y'all can see, I'll make a big motion here. Because a lot of these pros out here, they want, you know, you don't really see their little motions. It looks like this. You guys can barely tell if I'm moving. If you like YouTube some shit and you see like a weld video, all it looks like is this, unless you got a guy that's right up close on it. I ain't want to burn my fucking camera up on my phone yet, so you don't get to see that just yet. But my motions, back to that. Then I made it down. If I'm laying my bead here, what I did, I make a big motion now. I'm over exaggerating. This is my motion, back and forth. And I'm also walking it forward. And what you could do, the best route that worked, I was able to watch, and if I could see it like slipping down on my weld a little bit on the material, then I would just make it longer. Because if you stay in the middle, that's awesome, but you're not getting any spread it out bead to both materials. And you can see, I'm gonna have to go over one of mine, because my very first one here, you can see, and I'll show you the difference. I'm not ashamed of it, because I can go over and fix it. All right, here we go. So, there you go. First bead right here. Y'all see what I'm talking about? And yes, I told you, like when my hand catches, it scoots forward. That looks like shit, I'm not gonna lie. It's puddled up, and I was going, so instead of making my gun this way and working away, I made my bead, you can see by the puddle, I was going this way. And I was chasing my puddle, so it piles up a little bit more. But I can fix that guy right there. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna lay another bead get my hand that way. Halfway on that bead and work it down on this piece a little bit more, because this guy is my support. I don't want that to be falling off down the road. And look, see, that's still me playing with it. Now look, you can see the chunks missing right there. I got closer than what I wanted. See, it was me just, it's all about positioning is the best bead you can get. Now, let me get up here. Now this is a bead I told you that I liked a lot more. And again, like I said, not pro beads, but look. Now this is the angle I was talking about. I had my gun 45 angle this way, and I would walk it back and forth that way, overlapping C's, and you can kind of see it build up right there. Now I didn't get up on there. I started tracking down a little bit, but that's okay because I got a good angle. And again, if I want to fix these to make it secure, you see how I messed it up a little bit there? I'm just gonna go back and lay some small beads right there just to fix my stuff. That guy right there, that filled more of the gap that I wanted on both of them. And beads number 3, last support. Let me get back. I know it's shitty to see. I'm all in the way. Bead. And there it is. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. See that little boo-boo? That's that one where my hand got caught and I completely missed a bead there. Now, see? I'm not ashamed to show my faults. I'll do it. It's okay. Not everybody's perfect. I ain't a pro welder. Don't need to be, don't want to be, because I hate smelling that shit. Don't matter what you do. It just kind of burns them nostrils, and my sinuses get screwed up anyway. So, y'all, I'm going to tell you what. You know what? One more time right here. I'm going to walk out back here, show you one of the other add-ons that we got on this guy. There was a late call in. So, see y'all right there? Old bumper. Excuse me. Old steel bumper. See, paint's starting to wear away and everything. Let me show back up. Bada boom. He decided he wanted, while we're doing all of this, wanted a galvanized bumper. I'm gonna add that on there. Possibly, if it's reasonable, then I'm gonna add some more lights down there. I mean, why the hell not, right? I've already added 300. I'm adding lights on the inside. Why not just add some to the bumper if it's got enough clearance to where if he backs up and he accidentally backs into a boat, a ramp, then it ain't gonna damage all the lights. Y'all, I'm gonna get back to y'all later. This is Sean with Swanks Chrome and Diesel Shop. I'm out. I'll catch y'all a little bit later.